tonight's program, we are going to make it very, very short. It's one of those programs that we will learn because we can't stop talking. As news of marriage go wrong continues to spring up every time on social media. Now, this is the unfortunate story of a couple who are barely 6 months into marriage. Yes, you heard me clearly. This lovely couple that looks well put together, like bread and butter and all of that, is something that everybody will see and admire to say, oh, look at this couple. They are young. The husband is a doctor, but he joined the army. So he works for the army, but he's a medical doctor by profession. For any man to attain that position, it must have been a lot of work. Going to school to become a medical doctor is not rice and beans. It's a lot of study, a lot of money, a lot of sweat, a lot of commitment, sacrifices on his own part and also from his parents. But what will they see now? This couple got married April 21st, 2025. That's this year. And we are right now in October. Let's say 11th October 2025. So you do the math. A new marriage that's supposed to still be in their honeymoon phase, The first 6 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3. In fact, the first 2 years of marriage is supposed to be blissful. Where you're discovering each other, you're trying to blend and bond together, you're trying to know each other's strengths and weaknesses, how you care for each other, doting on each other, and doing stuff that adults do. And generally just enjoying life. But unfortunately for this couple, it is not what it should be. This lieutenant officer called Samson Aruno got married to Reti. Reti is the name of the wife. Like I said earlier, 21st of April 2025. And they were both living happily in Akwa Ibom State in Nigeria. So after wedding, waiting Igbadun local to come and ṣe ta, come and say besira wọn lẹ́nu, come and make sure, that's the time you would want to make sure your husband leaves the house neat and, pick and span. And even you as a woman, you want to look very gorgeous for your man and everything, and enjoy everything, every package that life has to offer, trying to blend in your extended families. And, it's a lot of good work, I should say. But unfortunately, it's been yam pepper scatter. And this actually happened on the 22nd of September when they had a heated argument, argument of buzz. Argument is quite normal in marriages. In fact, in every relationship, even in your workplace, you have an source for arguments with your colleagues, with your boss, your subordinates, even in family units. But how do we manage that? How do we manage arguments? How do we ensure to de-escalate conflict? How do we go for anger management courses or classes? Because as much as we are all after, I want to make money, I want to learn how to do this, I want to improve on my skills, there are some soft skills that are very, very crucial to human lives. And one of them is anger management. And if you don't know how to manage your anger as a human being, you go scatter everything. In fact, whatever it is, some people are built for 50 years. They can scatter it in less than 30 minutes. The utterances, reaction, what you say, what you don't say, how you manage yourself in anger and everything. So they started arguing. And the wife, Reti is her name, got petrol out of Ibinu, Wada. I'm going to, mix in some of my words because of the platform. That Reti now went to go and buy fuel and pour lórí ọkọ, ló bá ṣáná sọ́kọ, lọ́kọ bá gbaná. When that happened, something was rushed to the University of Uyo Teaching Hospital. I said they stay in Akwa Ibom, where he passed away, despite all efforts of the doctors to save his life. Remember, he's also a doctor. So, but when it comes to, It's not a small thing. And for him to have passed away, Pelu, you know how it is. How on earth, what anger could come up between a couple, and one will now bat the other one, Pelu, fuel. Our tún ṣáná sí. And the question we're asking is, was the guy sleeping? Did he try to defend himself? What happened? Because if now the man do am for woman now, we go come out and be shouting DV. Oh, women, run after your life. Oh, women, leave when it becomes skinny come. But now, it is the man that gbano and passed away. So the wife has now been arrested and taken to the police custody. This news actually broke about, let's say, 2 days ago, so to speak. So let me take some of the comments. Then I will tell you the new developments we heard just a few minutes ago. Somebody said, most people, they always feel, say, marriage is all about knacking. If you have zero tolerance, don't waste your time getting married, though. Another person said, anger. She went and find petrol, look for matches, a bit lighter, and then pour it on her husband. The anger did not reduce in all that time. Ha! Another person said, let's see the weary that we ask. What did he do to her? Make sure go buy him. Another commenter said, bro would have seen all the red signs laid out in front of him to ditch her, but he still went ahead and married, hoping she would change. RIP to him. Another person said, don't marry or associate with anybody with a hot temper or spirit of jealousy. Forget my advice and collect Iku Ojiji. Another said, see that anger management, don't ignore the red flag from the onset. Nothing like I was angry and it's out of my mind. That's how it starts before you get roasted, though. Another person said, they both are experiencing DVO. He has been beating her, causing her to miscarry their first pregnancy. The story long. It will shock you to know that she didn't burn him. He is not alive to tell the complete story, but truth will unfold as the CO, commanding officer, is aware of this the very day he lit the lighter. The rest now is stories. Sad though, RIP Samson. Ha. Okay. Another person said, why can't they just divorce and save themselves all this and let people talk with all this nonsense? Okay, another said, aside from being your husband, you mean you got the courage to pour a military personnel, petrol, and Shannon Sea? Ha. Somebody else said, anger management class should be mandatory for every intending couple. I agree with this commenter. I absolutely agree. In fact, even for our children in school, from primary school, and we as mothers, it's something we always know, how to manage our own anger, how to help our children right from when they are toddlers manage their anger. Some toddlers, maybe you want to feed them and they want fibinu, not down jenu. If you don't start curbing it from that time, now you deal. Another said, devil hates marriage so much. You all married people should better be prayerful. Anger is number one tool the devil uses. Please learn to control your anger and be prayerful. Let midnight prayer be your 5 and 6. A wife owns the home. You are the mother even to your husband. Will you set your children ablaze because you're angry? No. So treat your husband like a child and handle your husband to make your home peaceful. If it's out of control, please leave the marriage. Don't buy in marriage and don't buy your spouse. Please leave if it's not working. Another person said, oh girl, look how the man is looking happy on his wedding day. Another person said, God, may I not marry my enemy? Another person said, see this anger thing, pray for a partner that forgives, or else you go here. Somebody else said, but it's another story that said it was the man that wanted to burn the lady's property and ended up burning himself. That the man spent days in the hospital before buying and confirmed it was not the lady's fault, and the Nigerian army released her already. Another said, we can only listen, we can't judge. There's someone who sees it all, and there's what is called karma. Marriage isn't by force. It's high time we learn to walk away if it's not working. Absolutely. So these were the comments that came about when the news broke. Now, the new developments that we just heard a few minutes ago is what has happened. From the first news, we heard that she was arrested by Nigerian army and investigated and all of that. And their findings is quite interesting. Oh yes, you heard me right. Their findings is quite interesting. The new development is said some hours ago, the news of Retty who set her husband Lieutenant Samson ablaze went viral. She has come out to say her own side of the story. And so this is a side of the story, which I'm going to read. My husband used to beat me since we got married in April to the point that I had a miscarriage. I kept quiet because I didn't want him to lose his job. On September 22nd, he dropped me home from work. His elder brother said he should leave our room so that he can frustrate me. So he brought a new mattress and wanted to put it in the store. The store had a keg of petrol inside. As he was moving the mattress to the store, he accidentally hit the keg of petrol and it poured away. He then started threatening me with a lighter that would set me ablaze. I called the commanding officer to report him, but the officer wasn't picking. I was even telling my husband jokingly that I will record him and put it on TikTok. Suddenly, he accidentally set himself ablaze. I am not guilty. So, according to further report again, it's alleged that the man, he was rushed to the hospital. He didn't pass away immediately. It took some days. That while he was at the hospital, he confessed that it is not his wife that set him ablaze. That he was the one that accidentally used leg out of anger when he was carrying the new mattress in, pour petrol and pick up lighter pé òun máa ṣáná síyàwó òun. Ṣùgbọ́n iná tó fẹ́ ṣá yẹn bí iná ṣe gbà lára nìyẹn. So this is according to reports. And there's one popular pastor in that state who has also made a statement that I think he's an uncle to the wife, to Retty, and said, Retty ò mọ̀ kankan nípa bí ọkọ ẹ̀ ṣe jóná. That the man himself, the late Samson husband, has confessed at the hospital. And their witnesses, when the man opened his mouth, talk, say, no be him wife. No be him wife do am. Say he was the one that did it. Hello, Madam Shalom Akintola. You're welcome. You're so much welcome. Thank you for joining. So now this is the situation. But unfortunately, the man is gone. The man is gone. He's gone, as in he's Otilo. Assuming he's still in the hospital receiving medical treatment, we can say, okay, may he get well, maybe he needs surgery or something, but he's gone. And the wife said, now so the man, they beat him. So she carry a miscarriage. She had a miscarriage. Now, what could make a couple of less than 6 months marriage, or let's say 6 months marriage, have an argument, so you go, they beat the wife, where you go lose belly, and on September 22nd, you had an issue with her, and out of anger, you took mattress out to another part of the house, and you accidentally now use the mattress, heat and fuel, way poor, you can't hold lighter, say you won't burn your wife. What's going on? What exactly is going on? What are we supposed to look out for? For the Nigerian army to release this woman, because the late man has confessed in the hospital that no being wife set him ablaze, say, now him mistakenly did that. Anger is not a good thing, honestly. It's walking away is a gift. In fact, if you're having an argument with somebody and you're seeing that in the next couple of seconds or minutes, you'll not be able to control the anger that is coming up inside your belly, jackpot from that thing. It's better for you to be told that, walk away, than for you to now mugiko lamoyon lori. Because this is what we can call a crime of passion. When, for example, you went to work, you now forgot your key at home, you now went home, and you now met your spouse with another woman, or you went to your husband's office, you saw him nakanaka with another person, and you are like gimo, side chikelori, abi like gimo koelori, owaku, omo. Na cell be that, na jail. So to avoid all those kind of things, we know it's not easy, but Before such instances happen to you, you have to start building yourself emotionally. Anybody will want cheat on you, anybody will want no give you wahala, everybody give you wahala, let the person go. You had a life before you met your lover. You had a life before you met your husband. You had a life before you met your wife. So if adventure, they are now doing things to trigger you, to make you upset, to make you lose your mind, to make you have serious anger issues or more. Separation is beautiful. Kulukaluku kọ́kọ́ lọ gbatẹ́gùn sọpọlọ wọn ná. Kulukaluku kọ́kọ́ lọ gbatẹ́gùn sọpọlọ. Tá bá ti gbatẹ́gùn sọpọlọ wa, torí ẹ bá wálẹ̀, a lè wá continue from there. Tí má dẹ̀ rí pé orí ẹ tó gbóná yẹn ò lè wálẹ̀, kulukaluku máa lọ ń lọ ẹ̀. You had a life before you met your spouse or your boyfriend. And if they live your life, or you live their life because you see that na red danger zone you dey, it is not a bad idea. Now look at how a promising man who is a medical doctor and has now become a lieutenant working in the Nigerian army now decided, well, unfortunately, by himself. How do we describe this? How do we describe it? And a lot of women, we women, and now we had past, if we are in love, it's hard to, any woman wey dey in love, you can't advise her. She no go here, except women we get common sense, we plenty. We know they hear. Before, maybe if they had a long courtship, I'm not saying this is their own story. The woman might have been seeing that this man gets anger issues. But you might not be saying, he's a good man, no, he's very caring, no, he's very dirty, no, he's very responsible, no, he's neat, so he takes care of me, but it's anger. You see that bot that you want to bot away. If you're not careful, now that bot go by you. Because that girl now has been set free by the Nigerian army. She's free. Yes, she has to live with the trauma of that for the rest of her life, but she's free. She's found out that no be her set the man ablaze. So there's nothing anybody can do. But the man is gone because of uncontrolled anger. Marriage is 6 months. That's why you see people these days, even when they get married. Yes, so Bernie, don't buy each other or don't. Yes, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Life is beautiful when you have peace of mind. Some people are in their husband's house or they have a wife at home. More on this me. Talk about it, husband knock door like this. Their peace of mind don't fly out of the window. They can't wait for when the man carrying Ngwanga again the next morning to go to work. Because as he's stepping in, it's coming with problem. It's coming with anger. It's coming with triggers. It's coming with bad look. Coming in with complaining. The kiniko is dirty. You didn't do this. You didn't do that. If the wife self, the BP go down jump over the bar. And that is not what marriage is meant to be. A marriage, a home is meant to be a place of comfort. If your boss don't give you tongue lashing, say you do something, or your line manager don't give you query, or your colleague at work made you upset, or some people are ganging up against you in your place of work, if you go home, that is your place of refuge. That's how it should be. A place where as you enter, you take a shower. If na gari you get, you sit down, drink your gari. If na salad you have, take your salad. Even if you're unable to eat because your heart is heavy, your husband or your wife should be the soothing balm you need. At that point, all they are doing, even if you're the one at fault, all they are doing at that first instance is to calm you down. Is to relax you. Even if now you go cause quanta, your spouse should be the one to calm you down. Listen to your story. For you to feel safe. Now, the person, your spouse can listen to you and find out that we will fuck up. Bye, but you will not be, you'll be listened to. That's the word. You'll be showered with love, attention, and care. So that where we need brain reset, people will at fault for what happened at your place of work, or you'll be able to now think clearly to be like, really, I shouldn't have done it like this. Okay, I'll try and make an amendment tomorrow. I'll go and apologize. That's the part your spouse is meant to play. And that's why, as a man or as a woman, marry person wey get sense. Marry somebody that can de-escalate situation for you. Nobody one will go tell you, tomorrow if you get to that place of work, make you double go eru, make you shake any come. That means both of you now no get sense. Two good heads are better than one. Not just two heads are better than one. Because if two head bad, they no go fit make one good one. So two good heads are better than one. And that's why one of the greatest assignments we owe ourselves. So we know if we choose our mama and papa. As we come to life, we see, oh, now papa be this, now my mama be this, now my sister be this, now our house be this. You don't have a choice. But when it comes to your spouse, you have a higher level of choice to make. And that's why you see women that are not too emotional, that are very, very logical, and men are logical. And if you find a woman who is very logical, women with they logical, heartbreak, no, they don't be say heartbreak, no, they happen to them. They do have heartbreak, but heartbreak doesn't weigh them down that much. And they are very calculative, whether you like them or you don't like them. Because of they as much as they are in love with one husband or their boyfriend, and they see pé ó ti yíwọ́, ó ti dọwọ́rú. That them they serve themselves breakfast, say this man don't change, no problem. Anything where you want bring come, myself already. If you don't tire, I go carry my ngwa they go. So there's nothing you're bringing. You can't make them 100% shock. Their mental muscles are very tough. They won't even allow you. They will serve themselves breakfast first before they allow you serve them that breakfast. And those kind of women, they enjoy. But you see all this, oh my God, oh, I love my husband. He cannot do this. He's the best ever sliced bread. How you buy there? If I see any woman with him, in your very, very eye, you go see plenty. But I like the kind of awareness that is going on these days. Women are protecting their health, protecting their mental health, protecting their finances, protecting themselves, tamper-proofing themselves from poverty and nonsense. Women are tamper-proofing themselves from rada. Women don't have time again. One business they do, the other one they join, the other one they add up, the next one they do. Piggy vest now we did there. Cowrie wise now we did there. Bamboo now we did there. Trove now we did there. We they invest left, right, and center. Women are building houses. They are building businesses. They are traveling to China. They are importing stuff. Talorayi. Show you that you're busy doing all these things I'm saying. Don't call it, don't ras cement 5,000, don't ras 5,000 blocks, don't ras cement 100 bags. There's no time for that. The world has moved. It's called self-love and protecting your own self. Before, when we say, oh, self-love, people will think that, when you have self-love, that means you don't care for your husband. No. You can only give from what you have. And if you keep giving, you're not receiving back, Oma dry up, and you'll be one fish. You go just dry up. In fact, you can be using the most expensive cream. But when you pour into yourself, you put yourself first, then you have so much in abundance to give to your lover, to your everybody that means something to you. So back to our story, because we have to round up now. It's unfortunate that man has passed on. As we speak now, as the update, the woman has been released that she no get hand in Sonosi Oko Elara Pe Okoye confessed. The man confessed before he passed away, because he was admitted for a couple of days before he passed away, that no being wife pour am petrol. Say naim, because he wanted to scare her, he can't shine on lighter. Naim the thing can't set him ablaze. So if you have anger issues, please be conscious about it and work on it. It can destroy. It's not a good thing. And don't be afraid of being vulnerable to those that you know can help you. So that you need for what shishe, what done. That's very heavy. May God not let us use our hand to build and then use the same hand to destroy. May not be our portion. And may the soul of Lieutenant Samson rest in perfect peace. I know if he had a second chance, he would have walked on his anger. He wouldn't have done what he did or think he wanted to do to his wife and did it to himself. He wouldn't have done so. Money. Àwọn kan sọ pé na village people, it could also be. But we like pushing faults to other people without we working on ourselves. You know, and the real success come when we realize, oh, this is my weak point. I get angry easily, and when I get upset, I can destroy anything. I need to work on my anger. Take responsibility for it. Pray about it. Be conscious. Go and enroll for therapy courses and heal yourself so that you can enjoy the beautiful life where God give you. Because after this life where you get, God no guarantee anybody second life for. Now this one life we no get photocopy. You no get copy and paste. So let's live it in a way that we enjoy it and not get into trouble. Thank you so much for watching our live program today. Madam Shalom Akintola, thank you so much for joining and your comments. We appreciate you. Please let us enjoy life. Make we do small. Life is beautiful when there's peace in our hearts and peace in our homes. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.